The new year was hours away, and Jake Adams wandered through a winter festival market in the downtown area of this small mountain university town. A light snow fell on Jake as he wandered past booths for Christmas items, heavily discounted now. A vendor roasted nuts, but they weren't the chestnuts ubiquitous in Europe. The odor reaching Jake's nostrils still brought a smile to his face. He sipped on a hot chocolate as he watched his daughter Emma up the street, staying nearly a block in front of him and bonding with Sirena, who had just bought the 10-year-old girl a new wool hat with a real fur fringe. Out of habit, Jake kept his eyes open for anything or anyone out of the ordinary. He rarely came to town. When he did, it was usually to buy provisions for the ranch south of town. He stopped between booths and glanced at himself in the reflection of a store window. In his mind, he was in his mid-20s, but his reflection showed him the truth. Although he was over 60 now, he guessed if he could cut the mostly gray beard and trimmed his hair, he could pass for early 50s. Wishful and generous, he thought. His phone buzzed in his pants, and he pulled out the special sat phone that looked like a cell phone, viewing a message from his people in Portugal. Sancho Anico, his head of security, had been trying to get Jake to call for a couple of days, but Jake had mostly ignored the man. But this text was different. It was from the young woman he had hired a couple of years ago, once she finished her Ph.D. at Humboldt University of Berlin in computational biology and scientific computing. He had known Josephine Josie Ertz since she was his daughter's age. While he checked out his phone and considered a response, he saw a flash of a woman in the window reflection. She was there, and then she wasn't. He swirled his body around and took a sip of his hot chocolate. Were his eyes deceiving him? He had not seen that woman in years. Where was that, he thought? Singapore? But she couldn't be here. Jake turned down the street and looked for Sirena and Emma, but they were not in sight. Where did they go? He shoved his phone away, unzipped his jacket to his belly, and threw his nearly empty hot chocolate in a trash can. He wandered down the street faster than normal, keeping his eyes open for danger. He considered calling Sirena, but decided he was being a bit paranoid. She and Emma probably just stepped into one of the open businesses. Instinctively, without thinking, he reached into his jacket, grasped his Glock, and twisted 180 degrees. The barrel of his gun aimed right at the face of an Asian woman. She was shocked, but recovered quickly with a smile.